What's up, C4? It's your boys. We back at it again. This time I just want to let y'all know this is the stupidest deck profile we have ever made.
I don't know if it's stupidest.
It's stupid.
Maybe one of the longest.
Hey man, go ahead and tell the camera what you got, bro.
So I'm on 60 card Fire King pile. It's like a bunch of hate and then a bunch of 1-card combos. So
I just want to let y'all know it's dumb, but we about to get this deck profile started real quick.
Alright guys, so just for the record, this did go 5-0. It wasn't some scuff tournament, but we're on triple Ponix, 1-card starter. Triple of the Kieran, great interruption, gotta have it. Double Grunix, I think you have to run 2, man, regardless of how you're playing it. So that was part of the thought process of, hey, I gotta run 2, I don't love to see it in the hand, let's just up the deck count. So I love playing like high deck counts, 2 Arvada here, and then the 1 Barong. And that's all your Fire King engine. So there we go with that. And then there is Snake Eye package. So I'm on triple Diabell Star, 1 of the Flamberge, an Ash, and an Oak. This is really good just in the grind game. As like a late game, like normal summon, summon back your Ponix from the grave or banished. So it's really good for grindy matches when you're inevitably going to get like called by the grave or DD Crowed or something like that. Stuff comes up in the format. And then just while I'm on some fire stuff, there's a Kurikara. It's a search for the Ash. So I'm on 60, so it's just here for utility. So. Other non-engine in the monster slots, triple Fenrir. It establishes board presence. It's great against the mirror match. Banishing the Fire Kings instead of popping them or anything is really important. And then just in so many other matchups, man, it's a great stop for SP. Just special summon it, run it over, and then proceed with your game plan. But it's so good. Other non-engine. I'm on triple Droll. This gets a lot better post Fineye, but I'm on triple Droll for now because I'm also on Crossout in this build. It's an insane build, 60 cards, but 3 Droll. Triple Ash. Ash is super great. Triple Valor. Like as you'll see, it's just like a bunch of hand traps with a bunch of 1-card starters. And I'm also on 2 Bell. Bell is for the upcoming Labyrinth. That's going to be really important. And then it also stops like DD Crows, Called by the Graves, and stuff like that. Stuff that stops me from playing the game. So those are all the monsters. It's like yes. And then more 1-card starters, basically 1.5. The wanted spells. I'm on 2 of this. I really like the multiples, because it helps you like bait out interruptions because you have something else to set and for backup and stuff like that. So imperming the Diabell Star doesn't seem great when I have this in hand still, but I can still proc the effect, all that jazz. Triple Tenki, it plays into Droll, but it's also great for this and the Diabell Star Witch. So triple Tenki. Triple Sanctuary, because I want to see it. I don't care. I don't want a Ponix normal summon into like Ash, Imperm, something like that to stop my turn. I want to still be able to play. So drawing this isn't the worst thing. And then I have other things that I can search with the Ponix. Fire King Island for the Sanctuaries. And then I'm on the Skyburn, which I think is really good. I'm debating bumping it up to 2. Even in a lower deck count, I think it's merit at 2. And then Skyburn, you don't have to run this, but
Circle?
Yeah, Circle, it's really good. I'm on 60, so I can freely play it for sure. It can be a brick going first, but this represents full OTK if you have the XCs. It's full lethal on board and then some. So it's really good. That's like all the engine spells. And then non-engine, triple Crossout, and a Called By. I think Called By is really good this format. Getting all your Fire Kings on your other player's turn, all that jazz. So it's really, really good. And then I am on a Thrust and 2 Talents. So just because I guess I can, you know, I'm on 60 cards. Yeah. And then triple Imperm, man, as if there wasn't enough hate. So that's all 60 cards in the main. That is all the main deck.
It's a 60 card pile.
60 card pile, man.
From a person who played him in the round, it doesn't feel like he's great.
It doesn't feel bad at all, you know. Like there was a turn where I opened up like all non-engine and then stopped my opponent from completely playing, and then top decked the Fenrir, and then Fenrir controlled the rest of the game. So like, I don't know. The reason I like to play 60 card decks because it never feels like I'm playing the same game. It's just for fun. It's definitely not competitive, but if you pilot it right, you can go far. So
What that extra deck looking like?
it's pretty standard, I guess. There's a couple little techs. Link Karibo, normal. Sunlight Wolf, normal. Hida, Dark, IP, and SP.
The package.
Yeah, classics. Heat Soul, it's really good. I'm playing a bunch of hand traps, so once again, this is great in my build specifically. Unicorn, I think it's worth not running the second SP. I mean, you can run the second SP if you want, but I think the spin back actually comes up. Celine for your access code line. That if this is on the board, you probably won. Amblo Whale, this gets a lot better post Finite with Promethean Princess off, obviously. But this card's really good in this deck still already. And then I am on Dingir Su. I am on the Grunix. And then the Typhon as the XCs.
Matt's favorite card.
Man, I mean, it comes up so often. And then the last is just the Baron. The Baron is for the Fingers and all the hand traps I'm playing. Also for the Witches, I can steal them with the Charmer and go into it with hand traps. The Typhon is also great with all of the hand traps. If someone goes off on me, boom, hand trap into Crisis is like breaking the board a lot of times, especially with the rest of the engine to push through first. So it's like insane. So.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
So what's that side deck?
The side deck, so I'm playing Crossout, so it's a bunch of like one-ofs almost. So this is for Runic. This is like, I hate playing against Runic. It stops evenly. I think evenly is going to be big against this deck specifically. Kashtira is coming back too. So I think this is a cool tech in the format for your DD Crows and stuff too. So you'll be seeing those. Speaking of DD Crows, a couple of my own. The card's good against a bunch of decks this format. Pearly, Fire King. It can interact with Rescue Ace in a way, but just pick your poison. It's a great card. One Druis, just because once again, I like to play weird ratios. You'll see that like in the whole format. One Shifter for the Crossout target definitely comes up. Shifter definitely hurts this deck, and I definitely fear like Floowanderee's Exo Sisters coming back in the format with all of these graveyard-based decks. So, speaking of hate against like anti-graveyard stuff, Triple XC's Encore. This hits Pearly, of course, that's the standard. But Dweller in the draw phase, priority, stops them from Dwellering you, and then you can play your Fire King deck, otherwise you can't. L-Storms, another thrust to get to these, and a Duster for all your back row hate. There's a world in which I'm thinking about changing some ratios. I'd like Galaxy Cyclone in the deck. It's really great going first and second into certain matchups, and it would also be kind of funny as like a crossout target to stop them from hitting my Fire King Island. Change of Heart. That card comes up. It's hilarious to activate it on somebody, but it definitely can win some games. Cheese it out. And then another one of like normal spell trap for either thrust or crossout. So that's kind of the theory. You're getting thrust or crossout targets. So I don't like some mad scientist cooking up, dog.
The deck is cracked.
So
The deck is like 100%
yeah,
cracked.
it was fun. I performed great. The matchups that night, it was salad, but like one of the better pilots at our locals. What was it, Centurion? So
Hey, shout out to Centurion.
as well, Yesko behind the camera with
Hey, y'all already know.
Centurion.
C4 is on very I got second that tournament, by the way.
That's true. Round 3 is against SKEYEZ, so like that's meta, and then against Kashtira Speedroid in 4th and 5th. It was some weird Konami thing. That's what I was about to say.
It was like a what?
Dude,
17-man tournament?
Something like
and
that.
And like 6 people dropped.
A bunch of drops, and then it ended up so like my round 4 and round 5 just repeated. So we played the matchup, and I took it in the 5th round too. So it went 5-0. But no, if that's ever happened to you guys, we'd definitely love to hear it. That Konami like bracket is like insane.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It's weird.
So, but
man,
yeah,
60 card Fire King.
60 card Fire King. I think I'm gonna keep on this brew until like the new stuff comes out, just to have some fun. But we'll see.
Hey man, we definitely appreciate you coming back on the channel.
Of course, man.
Y'all got those spicy decks and everything else.
Something like that.
Eventually, I want to see. I'm gonna borrow your 2 element deck one day. But
yeah.
you know, we appreciate y'all for watching the video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, and at the end of the day, C4. We out.
Head blind as hell on Super Saiyan, but who was that claiming? Okay, lyrically I'm